Hey, what's going on, fam? Coming to you live and direct again. This is Crypto Excel with another update, another ridiculous diamond gem dug right out of the ground, deep in the Earth's core. I went right there to find you another gem. All right, so before I get into it, let me do my disclosure that this is not financial advice. I'm a crypto enthusiast, and investing into crypto is highly, highly risky, especially with the gem I'm about to unleash upon you. This one is either going to go 500x or go to zero. Okay, so you can lose all of your money. This one is extremely, extremely high risk, but I see something that I can't pass up. Also know that when you're buying cryptos, it's akin to buying a lottery ticket. So just consider the money gone, right? Just consider like you don't have the money anymore. If you need someone to manage your finances, consult a financial advisor, right? I am a crypto enthusiast. I'm not a financial advisor. So let me tell you why I'm excited, fam. I found a new gem. It's called MCV. This one is not even on CoinMarketCap officially. This looks like it's something that's brand new, that's been released. I do see a price history. Like if I go back and I check a few days, I believe like the earliest I saw was in June of 2023. So there is a price history, and it's also making this U shape, and it just went parabolic. It just started to blast off. Now you might say, why would I bring you a gem that is already blasted off? And my answer to that, my friend, is that it has not yet begun to truly grow and flourish and spread its branches. Reason being is that the fully diluted market cap on this gem is $268,000. Okay, so that is not the current market cap. That is the fully diluted market cap, right? That's with if all the coins were released today, that would be the value of this gem. Now, if this coin was a sleeper that nobody cared about, that was old tech from 2017, that was just dated with old technology, then it wouldn't matter. But that's not what this is. This is a new gem that it came out recently. And exactly what this is, if we go to their website, this is metaverse gaming on the AVAX blockchain. This is multi-chain peer-to-earn gaming. So this is actually a gaming studio on AVAX. We know how gaming studios have been doing lately in the market, right? Should I mention a few? Myria, Blast Cycle, to now Gala Games, Nakamoto Games, PlayZap. We've they've been giving people 8x's, 10x's, etc. So I'm willing to take a small bet here, a gamble with MC Verse. I'm willing to do that. Money I set aside a little bit and just forget about it, not pay attention to it, and come back and revisit my portfolio in October 2025. I'll see how it does. All right. So it has roam, earn, play games to earn across multiple chains. So it's going to be multi-chain, which is incredible. NFTs to earn, farm even more assets. You could farm even more assets. This part here, play games to earn, that means it's not one game. We're not talking about just one game. If you look at Shrapnel, Shrapnel is one game. Shrapnel, by the way, has been doing astoundingly well. It's a AAA title that looks like Call of Duty. That's also another gem. I believe I mentioned that one before. This one is a gaming studio. So this is going to be releasing multiple games. So it just needs one out of the, let's say, 10, 15 games that it launches to be a hit. And then the valuation of this entire product increases. So I'm definitely getting in. Now, do realize that if you were a Patreon, you would have found out about this a little bit earlier. Like back here. Today, it's up 240%. And if we zoom in a little bit, it had a slight pullback. And so right now is actually a good time to get in. Could it pull back more? Yeah, maybe. Maybe it pulls back to 16 instead of 17. Maybe it comes all the way back down to 12 or something. Maybe it does that. But buying something that's a gaming studio on AVAX for a fully diluted market cap of 270,000, if we consider the amount of coins it's out, this is the fully diluted, and it's fairly new. So this thing is probably like $100,000 market cap. But as far as like, if half of the coins were out, that would be 100K, roughly 100K. Normally when coins are launched, when they're released, there's a lot of dilution in the future, and we're talking about maybe only 10% of the coins are out. So the real market cap of this is probably a lot less. I just want to get in, and I want some exposure, and that's what I did. So I'm not going to cry over whether I bought it at 100K market cap or 200K market cap. I'm not going to cry over it if this thing could potentially go to 300 million. Yeah, I'm being conservative here, man. Because what it could actually do, I feel uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable because I feel that people are going to be like, you said that this could 500x and it only went 300. There are people out there that are like that. There are people there's some crazy people out there, trust me. But that all being said, right, do realize that something that has the potential to go 300x also has the potential to rug pull and to go to zero, right? So should you end up putting like $2,000 into it and then they rug pull the project, that is a possibility. You really need to consider that, and don't think that crypto is safe. Crypto is not FDIC insured. There is no regulation here. This is just peer-to-peer. If someone, let's say someone makes a project, the project's doing well, they have very good intentions, and all of a sudden they're a multi-millionaire, right? And they're like, if I sell some of the coins that I have now, I'll have $350 million, right? Even though they're not supposed to. They're not supposed to have access to those coins. What I'm trying to say is that the temptation is there, and people are human beings. So you have to exercise some amount of due diligence, and do not put all of your funds into one tiny microcap coin that you don't know about, that a YouTuber talked about. Manage your risk responsibly. Maybe you check a YouTuber's history on their hits and misses, how they've been doing. Pretty recently, I've been calling a lot of 5Xs, 6Xs, etc. But you research your history, how they've been doing, and you play strategic bets. That all being said, right, even though I'm on a winning streak, if Bitcoin were to go down from, it's at almost 38K now, if Bitcoin were to go from 38K to 33K, some of these projects drop 50%, some will drop 70%, especially these microcap coins that I've been mentioning. I have to put that out there because I really do want you to manage your risk. I know that it's very easy to get carried away. Everybody's making money. People are seeing their portfolios double and triple, etc. And had you been a Patreon, your portfolio would have done more than that. But that all being said, manage your risk. Don't get too excited. I would, be stoic. I would put a small portion of of what I have into this. I would. Small portion. If you look on DEX peers, this is the number one trending coin, right? You look at this MCV slash AVAX, right? And from Trader Joe, right? So this is number one trending. And next one is Bull, right? Bull has been tearing it up too. Another one of my favorites. But I would get some of this. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is what I'm doing. Manage your risks responsibly and consult a financial advisor should you need one to manage your finances. I am not your financial advisor. I am a crypto enthusiast. I'm going to be enthusiastic about crypto. I'm going to take high risk. This is extremely high risk. I've talked about cryptos that were high risk before. This one takes the cake because it's so tiny. It's so teeny little thing. But again, all this has to do is survive, and we're close to the Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin halving is in April, right? This thing survives. Jesus Christ, the gains, man. It's like 500x, man. It's possible, not guaranteed, possible, right? Again, you know, this is a thing, a documentary for you to see what I'm doing and to experience the bull run through my eyes. And again, should you become a Patreon, you would have found out about this early. 2 days ago, I did a video on DexCheck, right? I try to give you guys some time to get into DexCheck because everything I've been mentioning has just been 200, 2x, 3x, 4x. Every time I mention something, that's what it's been doing. So I'm like, it's not right for me to just keep on telling, and when I'm telling them about it, it pumps right after I do the video. If you look at my views, I'm pretty new on YouTube. I'm not getting that much exposure. Only a few people know about the channel, right? So it's not me pushing the market because I'm not pushing out the material to enough people. I'm not being viewed like that. But the second I come out with a video, this thing is like 200%, 300%, like that's ridiculous. All right, let me go to, remember that, so the ticker is MCV, and you could check it out on CoinMarketCap and get the contract, and you copy the contract into MetaMask, and you have to go on the AVAX blockchain and swap AVAX for this crypto. All right, so that's that. Now I want to go to DexCheck. We're just gonna discuss some of the cryptos I mentioned because this is ridiculous, man. You guys have to stop buying my cryptos, man, because I wanted to get a bigger bag. I have a bag of all of these, but I wanted a bigger bag, man. I told you about this coin. I'm like, hey, you got some time because everything I say is always pumping or it's about to pump. So let me tell you about it early. I think I did a video on DexCheck maybe 4 days ago or something like here. And what is this? It's that's like a 70% pump from, man, this is ridiculous. All right, so this is Dex. I didn't want it to go up that much yet. I wanted to build a bigger position, and now it's already, I think it's too late. I have some, of course I do, but you know, I want to actually, I'm glad, it's kind of like a catch-22. I'm glad my membership or people who see my videos are not that high, which is kind of weird because I do want to be successful at what I'm doing and successful at YouTube. But at the same standpoint, the more people who see my videos, the more that they're going to buy the cryptos before I buy them, you know. But by then, my Patreon, the amount of Patreons I have will make up for that, right? Because I'm giving you guys free alpha. I mean, look, I mentioned this. You could go and check my videos. I mentioned this when the price was way lower. I mentioned GFAL. You remember I'm sorry, Gaffy. I like GFAL, by the way, too. But I mentioned GFAL. And you remember when I was mentioning GFAL? And I was like, by the time you see this video, the price is going to be so much higher. And it's not my fault. And, you know, I said all of this stuff, and look what happened. That's over 200% from when I mentioned GFAL. And we could go on and on with cryptos. I did mention Maria. I mentioned Maria. And now, guess who's talking about Maria? Alex Becker's talking about Maria. You know? There's a lot of people talking about Maria now. Look what happened to Maria. It's ridiculous. But let's not get too distracted. We could go on and on all day. We could go on and on all day. I mentioned lit games. By the way, lit pulled back a little bit. So for those who wanted to get in lit, how much more will it retrace? The dream price would be like 2 cents, but I don't think it's gonna go there. Right? If we have an emergency, something blows up, you know, a building blows up or something. God forbid, we don't want that to happen. But should that happen, then maybe you get it at 2 cents. But if nothing happens, and we're just ranging like how we're ranging. It's not going back to 2 cents. It has pulled back from 4 cents. So, be grateful. Thanksgiving just passed. Give thanks. It pulled back from 4 cents. Okay, so I know it's hard to get these cryptos because like I keep on mentioning coins, and it's like you're like, how could I get all of these? I'm running out of capital, and I'm kind of in your boat in that sense. I just told you I wanted to get more Dex check. I was kind of down on that, but I mean I think that thing is gone, man. It's just gonna keep going up too. And then another one we're gonna mention is CPAT. I mentioned that to you guys. You remember how low it was when I mentioned it? I was mentioning CPAT over here. Look at this thing. It's ridiculous, man. CPAT is pumping too. I guess you have to let them pump. I can't pull it back. I don't control the market. It's already pumping, right? I just want to see. I'm the type of person. I don't mind if Bitcoin goes to 32K. I don't mind 32. That's fine. I'll be so happy, right? Because I would go. When I say I would sell everything and go all in on shoot, you think I wouldn't? Because I know what's coming. Man, should I go into Trading View and show you guys what's coming? Should I? I'll talk to you in the meantime. You see, what's coming is that we have the halving in April, right? So Bitcoin's price by the time the halving comes around, most likely would be a 42 to 48K, like right around there, right? And then after the halving, going towards October of 2024, we're going towards all-time highs, right? So this is based on the 4-year cycle. What I'm talking about, I'm not just like throwing out random numbers. This is based on the 4-year halving. So with everything I'm saying, that means that we're going to moon in 2024. The Fed is going to start printing money again towards the third to fourth quarter of 2024, which means that all the capital that left the market is going to be back, and we're going to be back, and it's going to be up here, right? So all the altcoins that you're seeing now, they're not just going to double. We're talking about 20x, by next year. September, October-ish, probably 20x or more, right? And specifically the ones that I'm showing you is actually going to be more than 20x. It's going to be a lot more because I'm mentioning these, under $10 million small cap, high risk, high reward plays. Okay, so the plays I mentioned, should Bitcoin pull back, they can fall 50%. Bitcoin goes to 32, it's possible that it does fall 50%. But where most people make the mistake is that they don't know where they are in the cycle, right? It falls 50% and then they sell it and they're down 50%. But if we're in a bull market, which I believe we are, because if you look at this slanted line going up, Bitcoin went from 15,500 to 38K, right? So that's a bull market, okay? We're going up. So even though they're going to be talking about recession and war and budget crisis and inflation, and look at the chart. The chart is going up, right? This is going from the left to the right. It's in a diagonal line going up. So the trend is your friend until it's not, until the trend changes. So the trend is up. So if we continue for another year, we're up, we're here. And by that time, hopefully your bags are packed, right? Remember, this is not financial advice. You're responsible for your finances, not me. I'm just telling you what my thoughts, and this is a learning experience for you to see what I'm going through. And if you want to see what I'm going through, even more and more information, check out my Patreon. The link will be there. You'll find out earlier than when these videos come out. So yes, up and to the right, looking for 42 to 48 in April of next year. And then after that, towards September, looking towards approaching all-time highs based on the 4-year cycle, what Bitcoin does every 4 years. Most of the market, most of retail doesn't really know about this or think about this. The coins I've mentioned have no idea what I'm talking about. When they come into the market, they'll be coming in here next year, September, October, and by then the coins that I've mentioned to you, Jesus, man, 50. This coin, by then, man, I mean, I'm ashamed to say, I'm ashamed to say what this could do. I am, and this, I'll just say a lot, okay? It'll probably be a lot higher, to the point of this will be someone's entire like 401k trying to buy something like this at the highs for the amount of coins you're buying now. It'll be something like that. You know, I'm again, hypothetically speaking, I don't have a crystal ball, but it's a good thing though, because I made this video, so it's almost like I'm on record saying what it should be here and it should be doing this. Not many people are going to give price predictions. They're not going to say by this time, by this month, but I'm going on the record and I'm saying most likely. I'm not saying I know for sure, because I don't. You know, I mentioned numbers. Numbers are really good scientific guesses that I'm putting out here, but there are things that could change it. What if the ETFs push Bitcoin, you know, to hundreds of thousands of dollars? I mean, these are possibilities too. What if the money printing is more than we thought and it pushes it up higher, right? Or what if it's more conservative? If it's more conservative, I think my numbers are conservative actually, so I'd probably be safe anyway, right? So anyway, to wrap it up and put it all in a nutshell, you know, protect yourself, use due diligence, calm yourself down, calm down. Don't, we're all going to the moon. Put everything into it. Don't pay the mortgage this month. Put it all. Calm down, okay? You gotta be balanced and take it easy. And dollar cost average into the projects that you believe in, that you think could do well. Do not spend more than you could afford to lose, because this is crypto. You don't know who's on the other end of that trade or who's on the other end of the project. You just don't know, right? Manage your risk. And if we're talking about long-term financial planning, such as retirement, such as budgeting, these kind of things, consult a financial advisor. This is your guy, Crypto Excel, Crypto Extraordinaire, Mr. Enthusiastic, dropping another gem right on your forehead, right? MCV, right? Manage your risk, be safe, be blessed. Check out the Patreon, and I'm out. Peace.